and subscribing to my channel. I just want to say thank you to those who have been rocking with me from the beginning. Now today is Monday. Today is a new week filled with different new opportunities. Okay, let's say that again. Today is Monday. Today is a new week filled with different new opportunities, new blessings, restart, a restart button. Everything that happened yesterday, everything that happened last week, it does not matter, right? The way that you were going, the way that you were acting, the way that you were performing, right? I love 24 hours. 24 hours in a day can change a whole bunch of different things and can bring a different awareness to a whole bunch of different shit that's going on. So on my live, it says time up, right? Greatness, right? Now, I think I'm about to say something that I haven't really spoke about for a very long time, or maybe I have been speaking and have been going over people's heads, right? So, for the most part, right, it says time up, right? I always say this, and I think people don't understand this, right? I always say, do people actually understand your purpose? If you actually understood your purpose, and for a lot of people who sit in a lot of different arenas, for a lot of different arenas, it brings a lot of animosity. It brings a lot of hate. It brings a lot of jealousy. It brings a lot of heartbreak, right? And a misunderstanding and miscommunication of just what you need to do and how you need to do it, right? So I keep saying time up, right? So as I have just reactivated all of my accounts, and my accounts are permanently going to stay open, and it's so funny because I'll be jumping all over the place with my accounts, right? But I noticed, I hope that you guys can hear me. I noticed that that for whatever that I'm doing, I can't keep deactivating my accounts and reactivating my accounts. But I know why I was doing that, right? So I'm kind of past that point. And even for me, to that aspect, it's like basically saying like time up for myself as well, right? Because I no longer can play games. You know, like, what is playing games, right? So damn, I hope it, because I'm using my mic, so I don't I don't know if anybody can hear me. If anybody can hear me, if you're listening, please say hi, hello, say hi, good morning, because I don't know if I'm recording, right? Okay, I think I just seen somebody click on. Okay, cool. So for the most part, I was saying time is up, right? Now, what I want people to understand is when you're living in your purpose, right, and you understand this, because I always like to say it's only once in a lifetime dealing in whatever arena that you're in, right? When you come to the point where you understand your purpose and now it's time for you to take over the world, now it's time for you to dominate, you're going to have a whole bunch of different people who's not going to like your static. They're not going to like your emotion. They're not going to like your drive, right? You have to understand that. See, a lot of people don't understand that. They don't understand their purpose. They don't understand what they're about to do. See, a lot of people, not a lot of people, but 50% of the people within the world have a purpose to impact the way the world sees you, to impact the world, to impact the way that we can affect the way that the world is moving, right? And a lot of people don't understand that, right? So I always say, where are you at within your journey? Where are you at within your motion? And do you understand, right? Because a lot of people don't understand their power. A lot of people don't understand that, right? So time is up. I was saying that for myself, where I had to come in a space where I understand that sometimes I'm my greatest enemy, right? I'm my greatest enemy sometimes because I let my darker side, meaning the person that's on my left shoulder, convince me sometimes that, hold on, this is not good, hold on, this is not working, hold on, wait a minute, right? Or I was kind of trying to listen to other people. What do you mean listen to other people? Just people who that were around me, you know what I'm saying? Or seeing that I was doing different, because I never really tell the full story of me starting this. I don't think I should. But I said, I want to start doing this. And I always say that at first I was just all over the place. And then I was thinking about something else. So I said, let me see, right? He like, what? I wanted to see something. I wanted to see if I can trigger something, or it's like peekaboo, peekaboo, do you see me? And when I started trying to put together a lot of different things, a lot of people know a lot of different things that I do is to see the movement of certain people or individuals. Hi, how are you? So you wanted what? I wanted to see the movement of something, right? So I was like, listen, I said, I wonder if I was to start doing this, right? Would the world see me? Huh? Would they actually see a little bit other, right? So as I started doing a whole bunch of different things, and my numbers and stuff started clicking, and it started going. Hi, how are you? Thank you. So good you can hear me. Sorry, kind of hiccup a little bit. That's when I got a lot of backlash, meaning stay off of social media, stay off of social media. It's so funny because it's so funny as I look into my gala, because I always say for a lot of people, when you have your iPhone, to go in your iPhone and actually look at your gala, meaning the pictures, go from like 2000 and like however, because iPhones are very, very weird, so they capture a lot of different things. And as I go through my iPhone and as I go through my gala, I say, yo, oh my God, I have really changed. Oh, thank you. I have really changed. I have really evolved. And I think because I started doing this and I started speaking, I started showing my face, it was a lot of like backlash, because meaning from my end of the tail, because people never seen me, people never heard my voice, people never seen my face. Certain people, they never really actually seen the other side of me. And when you have that, you have a whole feelings of emotions, meaning you have a whole feelings of emotions. I was trying to say yesterday, the online present, you'll be surprised of the people who you could come in contact with online. You'll be surprised of the people who can start feeling you. You know what I mean? You have the type of a momentum on social media, how a lot of different opportunities can come on your table if you was to be able to know who you are and if you was to perform correctly, right? So I kept getting that on a flat bait, like especially for me, I always like to keep it 100. Like, yo, you need to stop doing it. I get it a lot now, you know what I mean? If it was up to, the person who I'm with, he don't like it. He don't like me being on social media. He don't like it. He don't like me being on social media. He don't like me showing my face. He don't like nothing, right? But I understand that. I understand that part. But just the length of dealing with that, just trying to become whoever that I was, I had to understand even through that motion, because even when people are in that motion, it's like when you grind and when you're trying to figure out who you are, and then you have to weather the storms of a lot of people's insecurities, and insecurities come all across the board. And most importantly, if you're dealing with insecurities with somebody that you are with, because of the different things that you're doing, because you have to put yourself out there, it can shake your foundation. So I had to understand my power with that, and I had to be really, really comfortable within myself, and don't let the way that people around me, because of whatever that I'm doing. And I had to say to myself, I had to say, why is it so fucking ridiculous, or people feel some type of way because I have a dream? You know what I mean? I have a dream. I have emotion. I feel like I want to do something that's different, or I feel like I'm trying to put myself out there to the world, right? So as I started doing this, and as I started, sharing a whole bunch of different things, and I started penetrating a lot of different things, I said, yo, oh my God, I understand it. I understand it, right? And then I also was thinking too, because, I get a lot of flack. You're like, why? I get a lot of flack, and probably for other people, because, I always say I run my social media accounts, and I don't post like my significant other and shit like that. And I get a little flag bait, He's like, what? I get a little flag bait, I just think sometimes he wants to be posted on my social media account. You slick son of a bitch. You like what? Yeah, because it's so funny. It really was. I'm no. My social media account is very, very different. No, I'm not posting. No, and I get in trouble a lot. I get in trouble. He be like, "Why the fuck? Why the fuck you you don't have no pictures? You don't have no pictures of me on there." And I'll be sitting over there like, man. So you gotta understand that part too. So you have a whole bunch of people or your significant other, however the fuck that it may go, they don't understand that. So I say time is up. So I always say, do you understand your motion? Do you understand your drive? Do you understand that what you can do can dent something? Do you understand that even sometimes within the world that has already been created, right? Because I was thinking about that too, because I just have to be real to the people around the world. Because when you're with somebody, I'm just saying for myself, and I have been with somebody, and now I'm starting to put myself out there, meaning I'm starting to create certain things. I'm starting to speak my mind. I'm starting to tell the world, how down and, solid that I am, that can bring all types of things, right? So people always say, well, bitches leave, da-da-da-da-da. And I always say, not necessarily, not everybody leave, but I always say you got to look at the situation that, how people treat you, the way that it's going, and just be bigger than what people could phantom, and then you can have a certain situation because people have been with certain people, and then all of a sudden you can cross over. It's like, oh, this bitch left me for this nigga, right? I shouldn't say that shit's not funny, because no, fuck it, I'm gonna be very honest today. I haven't been very honest in a long time. So I was put to that point, however that it may be, because he said that shit to me. He told me, America, people around the world, people who listening to me, who's fucking around with this live this morning. He said, you gonna leave me for a nigga that got money? You gonna leave me for a nigga that got more money than me? I have to be 100, you know me. My name is Majesty Angel. My podcast is named Truth Hurts, and I always tell the truth. A lot of people don't like the truth because a lot of people like to be content, and they like living in their own motherfucking fantasy in their own world that they have created. But I come here today. If you don't want to hear the truth, then you need to get off this lie, right? If you don't want to hear me call certain shit out, then this is not the right, shit for you. So what I said was, it don't got nothing to do with niggas having money. It don't got shit to do with people. And I hate when people try to use that shit as another form of manipulation and shit. So I had to say, right? Because I'm honest, very honest. I said it don't got shit to do with that, right? Please don't neglect and don't reflect, because you have a whole bunch of people, putting a whole bunch of different shit on people, and a lot of different things are not meant for people. I'm just saying that in all reality, if people are leaving situations, it's because people are not happy in that situation. They have noticed a whole bunch of different things. People don't need to be boxed up in a box. I feel like people need to evolve and people need to grow. So I say once again, I said the time is up for a lot of people. No, because people purposes are calling so loudly that even if you wanted to walk away, you wanted to do this, you can't even do that shit if you wanted to. So now I say, when you do have the opportunity and you understand that you have now came in contact with maybe somebody else, right? And now, I don't know, maybe your purpose or in their purpose have aligned, right? You have to understand, right? Because I always talk, maybe I'm gonna talk about this one more time, and I ain't gonna say that shit again. If a lot of couples out here, right? Well, it's only rare because a lot of people don't have it. So I always use the biggest example because they are the biggest motherfucking example. So if Carly B and Offset actually really knew, right? They knew a little bit, but they really didn't know. And these are for a lot of you couples out here. I gotta let you guys know that because of you two are going to take over the world and you're going to impact. And you also have to pay attention. Also, people misunderstand that shit. Like, pay attention. Yeah, you gotta pay attention to niggas that's in house, right? Because you just have certain people who are just gonna fuck up the algorithm, right? They're gonna impact and they're gonna make the world look at a whole bunch of different things differently because of these people, right? Because of what they're doing, because of their story, because of the fucking profession. It's gonna give a whole bunch of different people the opportunity, right? And that is to inspire, and to impact the world. So I say the time is up. Greatness. So now I have to get back into grind mode. You like what? Because I've been noticing, because the way that I do my page, I lose people. You know what I mean? I understand that aspect. So a lot of people don't know, when you're doing social media, for a lot of people who don't know, it's all about your algorithm, right? I don't gatekeep, but I'm out to help somebody. And if you don't understand the algorithm of just you and your motion and shit like that, I wanted to say hi. Fine. Oh, hi. I be wanting a whole bunch of other people. Well, I shouldn't say that. Like, I know people watching me. I know people who can't really say as much, as much as they probably want to. I'm gonna say that shit right there. I know people watching me. I do. I know people. I wish that they can be able to live in their truth, and but it is what it is. I don't feel no type of way. I understand it. I see whatever I need to see at the particular time. I get it. I apply it to me, and I roll out with it. You know what I mean? I don't never let the feelings and emotions or whatever that's going on around me, push me to the left. Hold on one second. Hold on 1 second, baby. 1 second. Okay. So on that part, my son was telling me something. So on that aspect, yeah, fuck. How can I say this? Like, I'm doing whatever God is telling me to do, no matter what. Like, I don't care about how nobody feel. I don't care about their feelings and emotions or however. Because when you understand that you are destined to do something, you have a lot of people who are destined to do something, but they actually don't know what the fuck they're supposed to do, right? But they're still going to protect whatever that they need to do. So when you understanding the road and certain things that come along with it, you can't really feel like no type of way. So I just roll out with a whole bunch of different things. I keep my mind the way that it needs, you know what I mean? And I'm a woman about my shit all the time, and a lot of people can't be a woman about it, or they can't be a man about it, whatever that the shit is, or however that is going. So before I close out, because I gotta go, because I'm helping my family this morning, and my son is coming into town. I can't wait to see my baby. I love him so much. I was telling him about my future plans and what I wanted to do and stuff like that. So he was so excited. So he said, "I'm excited, Ma." So he coming in town. So we're gonna eat. We're gonna go out. We're gonna go bowling and stuff. So y'all gonna see me whoop his ass and bowling. The only thing I can't do is play pool and shit like that. But other than the other stuff, I'm very, very good at it. But hold on 1 second. Let me close my door because they could be very disrespectful. Hold on.